The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson. And Gordon's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Explorers have taken a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Play action. Now Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And we'll go with the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Give. This is Chubb. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Explorers are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He juked him, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Now Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Jackson on first down. This is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Explorers are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to let it go again. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Powerful running. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 4th and short, got a whole lot more than he bargained for. He almost scored.
Yeah, how about that? Because you know how it is when you get all those bodies near the line of scrimmage. You often get engaged by blockers, and you can't get your hands on the ball carrier. And he breaks free, and he goes almost the distance.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jackson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And look like some movement there. Let's get the ball. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This take it in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Reeves. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down. And they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the home team here, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.